Ladies and gentlemen, with me today, I have Bryson Bonds out of Crowley. First thing I gotta say is that he is pretty much a Swiss Army knife player. He kind of does a little bit of everything: special teams, punt returns, um, all over the field on defense. I mean, it's pretty much anything and everything that you need in a college athlete. He's got it. So he can do pretty much anything and everything for you out on the field. Returns kicks for touchdowns, returns interceptions for touchdowns. I mean, he'll score for you, and he mostly plays defense on the side of the ball. All state as a safety, just does anything and everything that you need him to do. It's awesome to watch his film. I've really enjoyed it, and the kid is super smart. You should see his offer list on a few things that he has. Um, both military or two military academies and Air Force and Navy, Cornell, Columbia, Liberty, Penn, Princeton. The only thing that's really missing on there that I see so far is Yale. And that's about the only one on all the big Ivy League schools that's missing from that list. So he gets it done in the classroom and on the field. So, I mean, it's everything you want in an athlete. So, Bryson, man, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Just got done with spring practice and feeling good.
Good, good. So, you mentioned spring practice. What else are you working on this off season right now?
Really just it's been spring and I'm playing 7-on-7 with Team Texas Swoosh. I'm doing that, and I've also been to a few camps as well that I've been invited to.
Okay, good. That's actually was going to be my next question. What are some of the camps that you've gone to?
Well, in early January, I went to the Army National Combine, and then I went to the Nike opening in Dallas, the regional, and then I went to the Adidas Three Stripe Camp in Dallas.
There's some big high profile camps right there. Do you remember what your score was for the opening by any chance?
Yes, sir. It was a 106. I have the paper sitting on my desk over there. It was a
Any
106.
anything over 100 is an awesome score. So that's outstanding that you scored that.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to the finals or the regional finals, whichever they call
Um,
it?
no, sir. I haven't been invited to the finals yet, but I'm still hoping for it.
Hey man, I really hope you get it. Your
Yes, sir.
film is definitely worth it, and of course your score stands out on a lot of things. Um, it'd be really cool to see you get that invite. So you
Most
mentioned
definitely.
camps on there. Are you looking at any school specific camps right now, or is
Um, right now, we're really focusing on mega camps. So on the 1st of June, I'll be at East Texas Baptist University for their mega camp because I've been communicating with a few other schools that are going to be there as well, and they want to see me perform and see what I can do. And then also, I'll be at the University of Incarnate Word for their mega camp as well on the 8th of June. So that's so far. We're thinking of going. We're going to be going to FBU Top Gun in South Carolina in I believe July, and that's going to be to try and make the All American game. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll make the All American game and we can move from there.
that's awesome. So you're looking at those right now for camps. Have you gone on any school visits?
Yes, sir. I've been so far. I've been to. This is just in this off season. I think I've been to Texas Tech, Baylor, ULM, Louisiana Lafayette, and La Tech. That's so far. As far as visits go for the future, I plan on making a trip up to the Northeast to maybe visit Army as well, and some of the Ivy Leagues as well. Harvard specifically, as well as Princeton, and Penn as well. Those are the Ivy Leagues that I'm kind of focusing on right now as like the main people that I would be interested in. But I'm still very open to all of my opportunities that I have.
That's awesome. I want to loop back real quick just because I don't have that many people talk about them that much. What's your impression on the new coaching staff at Texas Tech?
I really like it. Coach Kerry Cooks, he's the safeties coach there. Um, really checks on me a lot, and I communicate with him weekly at least. He really cares about his recruits, and I feel like it could develop a nice relationship there. Especially him knowing so much about football and been in the coaching game for so long. I feel like it's very good for me, and it could be good for me in the future.
That's great. I really like that it's going to be kind of a change of pace because Texas Tech has been this big air raid offense for
Exactly.
years, all the way back with Mike Leach, and
Hmm.
now they've got this whole new plan coming in, and it's going to be real interesting to see what they do going forward.
Yes, sir.
So you mentioned those guys that you're going to be visiting and that you have visited, and of course you've got some mega camps going up. Who are some of the schools outside of the ones that you've mentioned so far, which has been a lot, I know, but who are some of the schools that have been in contact with you?
Um, Arkansas State has been in contact with me. Wyoming has been in contact. Stanford has been brief contact with me, um, as well as hold on, let me think for a second. Brown has been there as well, talking to me, and I think that's it. That's all. Oh, Northwestern has been talking to me a lot as well.
Okay, so you mentioned Brown, you mentioned
Yes, sir.
Stanford, and now you mentioned Northwestern. Yale is literally the only one that's missing from this party right
Actually,
now.
yes, I did talk. I did talk to Yale the other day. I talked to Yale the other day. I talked to the head coach. Had a nice conversation with him. Yes, sir.
Okay, never. All right, Yale has now joined the party. All right, so it's pretty much every big Brainiac school that is in the nation is talking to you to play
Yes,
football
sir.
for them. That is awesome. That you pride yourself on your schoolwork and have all these big name Ivy League school and really hard to get in schools
Yes, sir.
that require top SAT scores and everything else to get into, and you have them looking at you to play for them. That's awesome. I
Yes, sir.
really do like that you have all of those schools looking at you.
Yes, sir.
So what I'm trying, how do I want to phrase this question, because it's, let's see, you kind of got me stumped a little bit, because it's just so impressive to have all these big name schools,
Yes, sir.
um, or high academic level schools looking at you. It's something new that I haven't really experienced on any of this recruiting stuff that I've been doing in the last few months. That it's I mean, it's literally every single one is looking at you, and I can't
Yes,
get
sir.
over how awesome that is. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, what do you pride yourself more on? Is it your athletic ability or your academics, or kind of a mix of both?
Mainly it's a mix of both. I've tried to balance myself 50-50 mainly. I try to take care of the classroom so the classroom will never be a problem for me. So I try to take care of the classroom in order to focus more on football, if that makes sense. And that's obviously paid off, I suppose. Just I try to take every opportunity I can to get better in the classroom or on the field, and I try to take it and go 100% with it.
Oh no, it definitely shows that you
Okay.
take a lot of pride in what you do in the classroom, and it's very impressive. I think your SAT score flashed at the start of the film, as well as you have a 4.0
Yes, sir.
GPA. So everything you do is to the extreme and to the next level. Like, you want to be at the top of your game, you want to be at the top of the classroom. Um, it really shows in everything you do, and I'm a huge fan of that.
Sir.
So what do you have for some goals going into your season this year?
First and foremost, for my team goals, I just want to say that I want to make it at least to the third round of the playoffs. I want a state ring. That's mainly. I mean, who doesn't? But I want a state ring for sure. As far as individual goals, I do want to increase my interceptions. I want to get up to 8 this coming year, and that's a big task. But I think I'm up for the challenge, especially with the great defense we have coming back and the great offense we have to fuel us as well.
That's awesome. Those are some really good goals to have for yourself and for your team to try.
Yes, sir.
I like that you have a leadership aspect, that you want to take your team to the state championship and carry them to that, and you rely on your team because you're also saying that you have a great offense. So it seems like you're a real big team player. And as far as I can tell, just from the short time that we've been talking, it sounds like you definitely are, and a great person on top of that. So, man, I have to ask this. I always do. Doesn't matter if you have an offer from them or not. Anybody in the nation that you could play for, who would it be?
Stanford University,
I had a
without a doubt.
feeling. I had a feeling
Without a
that it
doubt.
was going to be that. So,
Without a doubt. Yes, sir.
can you go
I'm
into
supposed to
detail
be.
a little bit on that?
Yes, sir. Well, There's a guy who's committed to Stanford right now, Jonathan McGill, from out of Coppell, and he's a great DB, great guy, and got to speak with him briefly. I don't know if he remembers it or not, but I got to speak with him briefly. And Stanford just sounds like a great place, and it just overall seems very appealing. It seems like it has the perfect fit for me, the perfect 50-50 between academics and football, knowing that they're a great football team as well as a top academic school in the nation. And it's an all in all my dream school, and that's where I want to go.
I had a big feeling with everything else with the mix of academics and athleticism that
Yes, sir.
Stanford had to be up there towards the top of what you were wanting to do. So
Yes, sir.
man, Bryson, I really hope that offer comes for you. I hope everything else unfolds for you. Crowley gets that state championship. You get that
Yes, sir.
ring. You continue on your path that you're doing. I really hope that you make all state again as a DB.
Yes, sir.
Man, it has been absolutely amazing talking with you tonight. Thank you very much for
Sir.
joining me, and I hope you have a great night.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.